Welcome to the Motivation Without the Hype podcast with your host, Jez Perez. He's an author, high-performance coach, and motivational speaker. This show brings you inspiring messages and interviews to unleash your greatness in life and in business. So let's get started.
Hi everyone, welcome to Motivation Without the Hype podcast show. My name is Jez Perez, a former procrastinator into an action taker. We bring you inspirational messages and interviews, including motivational insights, tips, principles, and proven strategies that you can take action on without the hype in unleashing your greatness in life and in business. Now, I'm super excited to bring you a brand new series, a 5-part series, which is Consistency Produces Success. Now, in today's episode, it is harnessing the power of consistency. So let's get started. Now, the question I want to ask you is, are you a creative that is stuck in a rut and unable to produce content? Perhaps you're looking to raise funds or save a big purchase or even buy your own home. Are you on a weight loss journey but seem to get motivated to drop the weight? If so, you need to learn how to harness the power of consistency to achieve your goals. Now, thankfully, there are a couple of insights and thoughts that I want to share with you all about the power of consistency. Now, number one thought is amplify skills through consistency. Now, everyone has a specific core skills that they use in our daily lives. Now, if you have other skills that you want to improve, consistency is the key. I say it again, consistency is the key. Now, taking a weak or moderate skill and making a habit of using it each day will allow you to amplify the skill through consistency. Now, any amount of habitual practice will improve skills over time. By making consistency a part of your day, you will transform your weaker skills into those of a higher level. Now, practice makes it permanent, and it's all about building great habits. The second thought I want to share with you is make consistency a part of who you are. Now, forming regular habits, no matter how small or big, can transform consistency into a portion of your identity. Make a habit of forming habits. It can be as simple as setting aside time each day to read, personal development books or a chapter, or even put aside time to work on a project. Over time, you will notice that these habits come without thought, thanks to your active efforts towards being consistent. Now, the third thought I want to share with you is correct mistakes in your routine. Now, everyone has a routine, whether it's positive or negative, but no one starts with being consistently perfect. You got to start small and build your way up until your habits encompass everything in your life. Now, as you build your habits, allow yourself the room to make mistakes. Now, you are going to make mistakes. It's inevitable. You are going to experience some challenges along the way, but you know what? You just got to keep yourself, pick yourself up again and again and again, and keep in mind that you will make mistakes. And, instead of regressing and, complaining, fix the mistakes in your routine instead. Sometimes for me, when I, mess up on my routine and it really gets me out of the sync, I just need to step back and reset again. But don't make those resets an excuse for you to always fall back. Make a habit and, be consistent, in your routine and get better at it every single day. Now, you got to make an effort to plan for external factors that may ruin your routine or alter your routine to avoid making the same mistakes. And for me, when I part of routine, recently I went to the Philippines for a conference, and I was in a health routine, right? So I was very consistent, working out 6 days a week leading up to this conference. And I went through the conference, and there were hotels and Airbnb that had, thankfully, had some, a gym there. And, I was consistent in regards, but I was consistent for 4 days straight. And then after that, things happen, my routine and the schedules changes and the times changes, particularly, when you're in Philippines, there's always traffic. So you got to allocate for that. So, my timetable was out of whack. And, I didn't get consistent for 3 days after the 4 days that I worked out. But when I came back back to Australia, and back onto the routine again. So you just gotta reset yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Sometimes we tend to beat ourselves up so many times that we discourage ourselves to not do it again. So avoid that, reset, recalibrate, and go back to your routine again. And the fourth thought I want to share with you is be realistic and use reminders. Now, the main reason many people fail or make mistakes at being consistent is that their goals are almost impossible to reach. And that's really important. You got to make realistic goals that's within your reach, right? Don't put yourself that's way too big, that's bigger than Ben-Hur, that you can't even reach it. Make sure it's attainable and achievable, and more on a compartmentalized, goals that you can say, you know what, I can do this. And again, it's all about incremental steps that are manageable goals. This will make measuring your progress towards your objective easier as well. Now, using reminders is a great way to keep yourself on track when building a habit of consistency. You got to remind yourself of your goals, the time frame in which you need to complete those goals, and when to work on them each day. When you have a plan in front of you and you plan well ahead of time, then you've got no excuses that you haven't planned ahead. So I encourage you to do that every single day. Whatever works for you to set your goals, whether it's on a Sunday afternoon like myself, or you do it a day beforehand or a night before, you just got to do it. Now, I trust, that these, insights that's shared to you today has been really insightful to help you thrive forward. And it's all about application. So, re-listen these thoughts and apply it to your everyday life, and you start to see progress in your consistency that you're trying to build. Now, for more information, head over to jezperez.com or access a discovery session to help you take your life and business to the next level. All details are listed on the podcast show notes. If this episode has been helpful and uplifting, we would love for you to write a review to inspire more listeners to get plugged in. We will continue to provide high value content in each and every episode, or episode weeks. If you don't mind sharing this podcast show on social media by inviting others, it would mean the world to me. Every time you tag me, we will get the opportunity to share those posts, and together we can make a difference in the lives of others through inspiration episodes just like this. So there you have it. In closing, continue to unleash your greatness and tell yourself that I can, I will, and I must, and we'll see you on the next episode.